Hello, I'm Vicky Wolf, Education Manager at ABTA, and today I'm with Barbara Kolensinska, Managing Director at C&M Recruitment, the UK's largest travel and leisure recruitment specialists. As an ABTA partner, C&M Recruitment are providing 30 minutes of free expertise, support and advice exclusively to ABTA members via our training and recruitment helpline. Barbara, thank you for joining us today. Firstly, it's a really competitive talent market at the moment, with staff retention being a huge concern for many travel businesses. Much talk of the Great Resignation. What advice would you give to companies in order to keep current staff happy?
Yes, thank you, Vicky. Thank you for inviting me on. Absolutely, it's a huge challenge at the moment to ensure that we're retaining our staff as well as attracting new staff. I think the key thing in order to make sure that our staff are happy is making sure that the communication is there, regular check-ins to make sure that they're feeling valued and that, especially if we have a virtual world, which a lot of people are either hybrid or mainly working from home, that the touch points that we usually do when we're in an office aren't usually there. So the communication and the one-to-ones need to be even more so. And that's not just about whether they're happy, but it's also ensuring that they're being mentored correctly, and also to discuss things like their career progression, their career planning, as well as communicating what's going on in your businesses. Because I think quite often people, when they're working from home, they probably feel a little bit isolated, a little bit out of the way. So it's really important that communication is there, and more so than it used to be. And it's to discuss absolutely everything to do with their careers, what I've discussed already, as well as salaries, what's going on in the business, and so on. Candidates really do have all the power at the moment, and we must remember that. If your company isn't offering what they expect, and that's not just in benefits and salaries, but that's in support, camaraderie, etc., then somebody else is going to offer them, because there's a lot of roles out there and people are being poached as well. So it's just important to keep the touch points going and keeping the staff extremely happy.
You touched a little bit on well-being there. Well-being is a big focus, and it has been throughout the pandemic. What sorts of benefits are attractive to new recruits, and how should companies highlight these?
Well-being has definitely been highlighted during the pandemic for the last 2 years, but it's also been a real focus in the recruitment world, in the industry, but outside the industry as well, prior to the pandemic, as well as the usual things that a lot of candidates are looking for, which are pretty normal now: gym memberships, healthcare, which I appreciate not every single company can offer, because there's a cost element there. It's also key to look after our employees' mental health. And that falls really hand in hand with their well-being. It's physical and it's mental well-being. I think appointing wellbeing ambassadors within the businesses is a really good idea. People that either have an interest in it, focused on it, and really want to make sure that their staff are being looked after from that perspective. I think wellbeing doesn't just include going to the gym, going for a run, or making sure their mental health is there. But it's also things like their happiness, the staff morale, engagement. Employee engagement is absolutely key, and that really does fall down to the well-being. And that then goes back to the original question, you know, the staff development, team bonding. So I think anything from ensuring they get a well done if they've done a good sale, if they've done something good, or they've gone over and above what their actual roles are, is really key. People want to feel valued, and I think just a pat on the back and a well done is great. Collaboration, making sure that the team are involved together in doing things, and that's not necessarily professionally on various projects, but it's also, it can be drinks on a Friday afternoon, virtually or face to face. Doing things for charity, that really we do that in our business, and we see a lot of different travel companies doing that, where it involves everybody, it's giving something back. So that always feels good as an individual, as a business also. But it's also focuses on the team building, and I think a team that plays together stays together, and that doesn't have to be a marathon, that doesn't have to be a tough mudder, but it can be a walk, it can be a walk up the Thames, it can be absolutely anything. But getting the team together really does a lot. Of course, drinks are great. We all like to go out and socialise with our teams, barbecues in the summer. It really goes back to ensuring we know our teams, we know what makes them tick, and ensuring that we get them as motivated as we possibly can. And it goes back to the communication with our team. So wellbeing is a real focus. More and more companies are doing more to ensure that the well-being of their staff is there and it's focused on and promoted.
What makes your brand stand out when it comes to trying to attract new talent in a really competitive market?
Absolutely. I think primarily it's your reputation. I think any brand, any employee, the logo, the company, yes, it's important, but it's the people behind the brand that's important. We attract talent to come and work for us, or candidates to come to us because of reputation, so it's therefore about the company's reputation and ensuring that the brand out there, be it the values, how you look after your staff, because how you look after your staff will predominantly then knock on into how you look after your clients. So I think if you're advertising jobs directly on LinkedIn or any of the travel media, make sure that that is always consistent across all platforms. Make sure that you also go back to candidates, be it they're successful or not successful, and that the candidate experience they have if they want to work for you is absolutely there. It's really key, because we have to remember that you can have 9 candidates that have a fantastic service, 1 that doesn't get any communication, and they will remember that. So the brand is absolutely imperative to ensure that candidates want to work for you, and not just about values, but other things such as your focus on well-being, sustainability, etc. And that's what a lot of the younger members of staff who want to join our industry, and that's what we're trying to do, attract the best talent we can, are looking for.
What makes C&M unique when it comes to travel recruitment?
I believe C&M are unique and makes us stand out in the travel recruitment space because of our reputation, our brand, and it's all about the people. C&M have been around for almost 24 years. We have all got travel industry experience, and we've worked in the industry as well as travel recruitment for all this time. We've got over 200 to 250 years of travel industry experience, be it working for travel agencies, OTAs, tour ops, airlines, TMCs, as well as travel recruitment. And I think that really does stand out. We absolutely care about our clients and about the service that we offer our clients and also our other customers who are our candidates. And the customer service is absolutely imperative. We want to make sure that we give an exceptional service to both. And it's not just about finding the best staff for the best companies, but it's also in a collaborative and a supportive way. So we ensure that, for example, during the pandemic, we were there giving advice what to do. And we also offer other services such as salary surveys, industry benchmarking, and the best way of attracting and retaining the staff. So that is what stands us apart and what makes us unique.
Fantastic. Well, thanks very much for joining me today, Barbara, and for sharing your insights and expertise. As we said, if you are an ABTA member and would like 30 minutes of free advice from C&M Recruitment, you can get in touch via ABTA's Training and Recruitment Helpline. Just email abtahelpline@cnm.co.uk, or you can visit abta.com/recruitment helpline.
Thank you.